Ba-ba-ba-da-da.
I'm loving it.
Yeah. Juwan next to Don.
Except my STEEZ know what going on. Yes, Lord.
Bring y'all post-game review. Carlton Blues versus Collingwood Magpies.
At the G.
I do want to say this game is called something. I think I've heard him say it this game, but I wasn't sure. It was somebody's name. But anyways, just getting coming into this one.
Similar to how I felt about the previous rivalry game we were watching this week. I think it was really just how the season's been going. Carlton has been looking more impressive than Collingwood. Collingwood stumbled out of the gates early in the season, but they've been finding a little form as of late compared to the early parts of the season. And Carlton's been playing pretty good, considering the defensive handicaps they've been having to deal with. So I was coming in thinking that Carlton would smash Collingwood, but understanding that the rivalry, you never know, bro. You never know. Collingwood could just get up, and they value these games, and they love the game, bro, and they get up for these rivalry games. So I also had in mind that this could be a ding-dong affair, and that's where I was at with it.
Yeah, so coming into this game for me, I took Carlton. I think Carlton just been looking better this year, been more consistent. Collingwood, they're kind of finding their groove over the past few games, but they definitely had a cold start, and I think they're shaking off the rust, getting rid of the goddamn premiership jitters, whatever you want to call it. But I knew eventually Pies are going to come into form, and a rivalry game is always a good game to come into form. So I still took Carlton. I thought they was going to win, but here we are with a 1-goal difference.
1 goal exactly.
So, yeah. First quarter, oh, man. So this game in totality was, I can't even say it was always a ding-dong affair. I definitely never knew who was going to win. There was definitely more times than not, the Pies did look like they were in more control of the game. But Carlton's play, sloppy at times, but it's just hard to count out their big players. Like, as inconsistent as Harry can be, if he gets the ball in his hands, he can always do something with it. He got a few goals this game. He was effective this game. Definitely thought he was going to close it out, but he didn't. I'm really about to just be everywhere with this. So, you can go ahead.
All right, so to start the game, I was impressed the way Carlton played, bro. I think the first quarter is probably the most impressive quarter of the game for Carlton. They kind of were just similar to last week playing against Geelong, just having a lot of scoring shots, but not really being efficient enough in the game, bro. Leaving points on the table. I think Matt always did a pretty good job in the beginning of the game, setting the tone as the goal scorer, and I think he's a very impressive small forward for us. I was happy with his performance. And really just it seemed like as the game went on, bro, Collingwood just got more and more. The pressure is just something that Carlton couldn't withstand the whole game. Like I agree with what you were saying. Collingwood was controlling a lot of the game. I think in like the second quarter we only had like 5 inside 50s. And I would like to think Carlton would be winning the center, winning the clearance game. And we just weren't winning that either, bro. It was just very disappointing to me. I think Collingwood's pressure affected everything we did as far as disposal went, and a lot of times you just see Carlton just either letting uncontested marks go, and them just controlling the play, or even if it's not like an uncontested mark, and if it's a one-on-one contest and the ball just drops to the ground, our pressure doesn't mean shit. We're doing a lot of arm tackles, and it just wasn't affecting them. And we just know that's how Collingwood does. They just surge the ball forward, and they were very effective in that manner, bro. And it was just. They seem to be like too fast for us too, bro. We seem to be pretty slow. I kept saying repeatedly throughout the night, bro. As the time went on, I was like, we're lucky to be here, bro, because Collingwood is having this. We're under the pump all night. I think we
for sure.
had hard. It was very hard for us to even exit the D50, bro. Like we would be locked in our. How many times, bro, did we look and it said 77% of the time in the fourth half for Collingwood, bro? Every single quarter except the first, it seemed like, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, the first quarter was definitely y'all quarter. I definitely thought y'all was gonna run away with it if I only watched the first quarter. But then second quarter, well, towards the end of the first, Collingwood just stayed in the game.
They did.
They never, let y'all get too much ahead. Game never got out of reach. And the second quarter, I think it was like a good period where nobody was scoring. And then after that, Collingwood just turned it on, and they were just consistently getting inside 50, controlling the midfield, and it was making Carlton look real sloppy. Carlton usually doesn't need much help with that, but
it is true.
But with a team like Collingwood, who like plans for that and it takes advantage of those opportunities better than most teams, like you have to be clean with the ball against the Pies, and Carlton just wasn't that tonight.
We just had so much pressure on our defense, bro. Bobby Hill, just all these separate players, bro.
Yeah, Bobby Hill, Lipinski,
Jamie Elliott.
Jamie. Yeah.
Zach Williams was getting killed by Jamie Elliott, bro, before he got out with injury, bro. Just getting handled, just giving up 2 free kicks early to give up goals for them, bro.
Yeah. Mason Cox got.
Mason Cox had an impact, as much as I hate to say it.
Yeah, it was just.
Cripps early on. Cripps was very effective early on, but he kind of faded out as the game, as it went out of balance. It just seemed like Matt Kennedy made an big impact coming on in the fourth quarter, but fourth quarter they ran all over us, bro. They beat us in pretty much all the key stats, like mark inside 50, tackles inside 50, bro, contested possessions, bro. Like we were lucky to even have it to only be a 6-point margin, bro. Yeah. There was no doubt. Well, as the game went on, you kind of had an idea that Collingwood was going to win this, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this game. It was a great game. Just literally a last-minute goal, won the game. Dacos just snuck it out of a ball up.
All they had to do was get 1 point, and they would have been feeling comfortable because we wasn't.
Yeah.
We couldn't control shit, bro. The Carlton key players just disappeared, honestly, bro, when they needed the most. That's really what it came down to, bro. Jacob Wiedering did a great job. I would say he helped us under the pump all night. Jordan Boyd, but you can only be under siege for so long before you end up leaking goals. We just leaked that one, like you said, right at the ruck contest, the ball up in our defensive half. All they had to do, they just punched the ball forward to get territory because time was running out, and Dacos was the one there. And he didn't have anybody back there to help get that ball back.
Yeah. I don't know. Great game from Buddy. I mean, Bobby. Bobby been looking great all year. I think he's definitely about to should be considered, not best on ground, but definitely something for Pies. I think he was a great addition to the team. But hell yeah. Anything else? Y'all like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube shit. We be live. Tune in. Hell yeah. Catch y'all. Yeah.
Shout out to Color Catch y'all.
Catch y'all.